What's up everybody, I'm the Man Goose, you are awesome, and today we're going to talk about the Marina Spotlight for Undying Games third-person MOBA, Ethereal Clash of Souls. Marina is the first Cleric class myth we've seen, Clerics being the supports of Ethereal. The Cleric class ability allows you to choose an Etherean path at the beginning of the game that will grant you unique bonuses. She's an aquatic, mermaid-like support that does in fact interact with the water that's generic to the map, so that's kind of exciting. We start out with a good look at Marina and a quick rundown of her lore. You can find more of her lore on the Undying website. They do mention that she traveled to Kaminara, which is the forest that Kalia comes from. You can tell from the voice lines from both Marina and Kalia that they are friends, and I just love that they included little personal touches like that. I like the look of Marina. She's very sleek and it almost looks like she's wearing a wetsuit. She does have some fake ass fish abs though, which I find hilarious. My only problem is her hair. I know the original intention was for her hair to be much longer and turn into water as it flowed away from her, but that's something they either can't do or just haven't done yet. For now, I hate to say it, but it looks kind of scraggly, like she's a greasy dude you'd find in a dive bar. She has Kid Rock, she has Kid Rock hair. Marina's passive ability is Mark of the Cerulean. Hitting an enemy with an offensive spell, they specifically say spell and not basic attack, marks that target, and when an ally attacks the marked target, it's broken, causing magic damage to the enemy, and the ally who broke it gets healed and increased movement speed. Marina can also break the mark, but she only gets half the benefits from doing so. There is a bit of a cooldown for when you can reapply the mark to the same target, so no chaining marks together for a big boost of healing and damage, and movement speed. This is the only portion of the video that we see Marina's basic attacks. They are ranged, and I think her animations look pretty good. The projectile looks like it's coming from her trident as she sweeps it up, or the hexadent as they call it. Instead, it comes from the trident instead of her character model, so that's really well done. Marina's special risk-reward ability is Deep Song. You sing in a cone in front of you and charm enemies, forcing them to walk towards you. UG confirmed that this is a charm and not a taunt, so enemies will not be able to attack you while affected. You can cancel the song at any time. The duration shown for this ability seems a little short, but it's basically a stun that displaces people, so I don't think it needs to be that long. You can move while singing, but you have decreased movement speed. The upfront sacrifice for this ability is that movement speed penalty, but I think the real risk is having to get up close to use that. Marina doesn't seem to be designed to mix it up in melee range like a tank. Somni, the voice actress for Marina, was in chat during the spotlight and she confirmed that she actually sings for the Deep Song ability. I was really hoping that Undying would somehow work Somni's singing into Marina's kit, and they did. Check out Somniatic on YouTube. I'll link her channel below, and you can hear for yourself how good she is. I highly recommend her Elfin Light cover. It's really beautiful. Marina's first standard ability is Soothing Waters. You can place a sphere of water that will eventually burst, dealing damage to enemies while healing allies. The radius of the burst is quite large, as you can see here. I think this will be Marina's bread and butter ability. Easy to use, applies her mark to enemies, heals allies. The particle effects on this are decent, not over the top wow, but decent. Marina's second ability is Pearl of the Ocean. You can throw a shield on allies. This comes with multiple charges, meaning you can shield more than one person at a time, or the same person multiple times. They did say that shielding the same person will have diminishing returns. This seems pretty basic at first glance, but there's quite a bit of wind-up time before the shield is applied, so you have to use your brain and predict incoming damage to get the maximum use of this shield. I can imagine using this to save a fleeing ally, like reapplying the shields to give them just enough time to reach safety of a tower. Conversely, you can focus shield a friendly dive hero to keep them alive long enough to get the job done. I like the animations for this as well as the particle effects. The bubble has a nice mother of pearl iridescence about it. The third ability is Riptide. You place a very large pool of water that damages and slows enemies. This also comes with a passive that allows Marina to travel faster on water. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, this looks like crap and we haven't even seen it used on uneven terrain. It looks like Marina just spawns a kiddie pool in the middle of the map. I'm confident that this will be improved. Undying has stated several times now that the animations and particle effects are their current weakness, so I'm pretty sure they know Riptide doesn't look good, but hopefully they have a plan to improve it. I would personally rather just see a swirl of particles, kind of like a larger version of the slow effect, but blue. Looks aside though, I like the ability and the passive. Marina doesn't have much in the way of an escape, but this will allow her to put down a very large AoE that will slow enemies while she speeds up, kind of a pseudo dash. It was confirmed that rain and snow do not count for her passive running on water effect, so you won't have a huge Marina advantage when it rains, but she will be able to move along the river faster than normal. Marina's ultimate ability is the Great Storm. You call up a storm at a location that deals damage to enemies while healing allies. Furthermore, if you use this over water, enemies damaged by the ultimate have their damage output mitigated. You can use this on top of Riptide to gain the mitigation effect. UG also confirmed that using this while it's raining works. I assume that snowstorms count as well. So while Marina won't be able to run faster through storms, she will be a little easier to play and thus more dangerous when it's raining or when fighting near the river. You can't really see how large the area of this ultimate is, but Dante is standing well away from Noxus and he's getting healed, so I assume it's pretty large. That's it for Marina's abilities. Now let's talk about where she'll probably be played. The obvious and I think most effective way to play her will be as a support in the duo lane. She was designed to play well with others, and some of the other myths will probably be better choices for other roles. However, it does seem like you could just straight up build her as a mage. She has some really good AoE damage spells and self-healing. I can see her being played in Void lane since the river seems to cut that lane directly in half. Part of mid laning is rotating to help others, and I think Marina should be able to rotate faster than most if she sticks to the river. I think I may try her as a solo lane mage. You need to be sustainable in solo lane, and if you manage your mana well, you can sit tight in that lane, bully the enemy solo laner, and stay healthy throughout. My first #1 no troll pick though is the player as a support. Marina's back animation looked particularly graceful, and we got a really good look at her Deathbloom skin at the end. This is something the community asked for during the last community corner, a better look at the skins during the spotlight. Great to see Undying giving us the goods. That's all I have for now, folks. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the Marina Spotlight and how you see yourself playing her. Like the video if you want, subscribe if you feel like it, but for now, this is the Mangoose signing off. You guys have a good one. Mangoose!